You sound like Yoshi,
Hi, you winners, and welcome to another Winning Wednesday. Now, I know I didn't have one last week, but that's because really nothing changed from the week before to that week. I was uploading the same stuff. I hadn't done anything that weekend other than live stream, so it just kind of felt redundant. And I had a lot of Friday the 13th to upload, so I figured I'd just do that extra video of Friday the 13th. But now some stuff has happened. Some really exciting stuff. So I figured maybe I should probably actually do a Winning Wednesday, even if it's late tonight, because I'm doing it earlier on Wednesday, and then forgot that I have a yoga to go to in just a little bit. So I will do it as soon as I get back. I gotta edit and then upload it. So if it's late, that's why. But let's just get the usual stuff out of the way of uploads and live streams. What's been being uploaded? I finished Frambo as of the last Winning Wednesday, and it was awesome. I have to say it's probably up there as my top favorite games. Again, Jesus, like I feel like as I play more and more story-driven indie games, my favorite list of video games is just getting bigger. And I'm not like, I don't have like a top 10, I have like a top 50 like at this point. That's exaggerating, but it seriously feels like that, because Ori and the Blind Forest, Frambo, One Shot, and Night in the Woods, and it's just like all of these things that are just amazing. I'm slowly adding onto my list, and that's not including my traditional favorites of like Majora's Mask and shit. So Frambo is definitely a game that was totally for me, because I really like weird what the fuck games, and that's basically what it was. Then I've been uploading a lot of Friday the 13th because I live streamed it and I just have a lot of backlog of it. And I realized the best way for me to upload it is probably with each match-ish. So that's why they've been about 10 minutes instead of like an hour long, which I said I was gonna start doing. But there are a few reasons why I haven't. One of the reasons is that I do need the cushion a bit right now with trying to juggle new schedule and trying to juggle art and trying to juggle currently computer problems here and there. Or in this case, a computer switch. So I'm trying to use Friday the 13th as a cushion for that. On top of that, it does really well on the channel. So like, I want to use it while I can. And I know like the live stream will get just as many views, which is surprising. The live stream that I uploaded a while back that was like 50 minutes to an hour, I think. Both of them got the same amount of views as a 10-minute one, which was really cool and good to know that you guys really enjoy it. But I do need the cushion, and it's really cool to see that you guys just consistently keep getting interested in it when I thought that it was something that a lot of people didn't want to see. But I understand there are the few that really don't like to see it, and I only have so much of it, so I'm not gonna do nothing but that. I'd like to do stuff on top of it because I don't want my channel revolved around a multiplayer horror game. I would rather it be revolved around story-driven games. So I'm doing that on top of it. So that way there's a nice little balance between the two, and I think it's okay right now. I don't know how much longer they're gonna be playing Friday the 13th, but we'll find out. The other things I uploaded was Remothered, which is a very interesting game. The rest of it will be up this week, tomorrow and Friday, if not just tomorrow, because I don't know, I haven't edited it down yet, and there was a lot of game-breaking glitching going on that took me an hour to get past one area just because I kept breaking it. So I don't know if that's gonna be edited down to like a half hour or if it's gonna be like 10 minutes and I need to make it all one video. I don't know what's gonna happen, but once I've edited it, I'll know how many parts it's gonna be. I was kind of hoping for 4, we'll find out. But Remothered is very interesting, very Clock Tower-esque, and really hard, but it's really good. So I don't mind pushing past the difficulty, but it was perfect for a live stream game because there's no way in hell I would have found those items without you guys. There's like literally no way. During the live stream, the first live stream, the dev came in and was helping me out during it, which was really also really freaking cool. I almost said kind of. I don't know why, because it was really cool. But Remothered dev was totally there and talking, and it was him, and we verified it on Twitter. It was fantastic. And of course he wasn't there when I broke the game, because I'm really good at that too, but I need to tell him about it. And then the other thing that I live streamed was Late Shift, which is also being uploaded. And I realized pretty much in the past several weeks, the only things I've been uploading are live streams. But I've been editing the crap out of them, so it feels like I'm doing normal stuff. And I'm adding the extra day of live streaming a week, so I've been doing like 3 live streams a week. So it's provided more videos for me, and I would say I feel bad for uploading nothing but live streams, but one, no one's complained, and two, I'm getting the best views now than I've gotten in a while, except for when like a hype game comes out. So I'll take it. I know me and my mom are planning on doing the rest of The Walking Dead soon, probably tomorrow night. I'm hoping was when we'll record it. I don't know, I guess it would be uploaded throughout the weekend. But finally, hopefully the last episode will be uploaded as well. And I think that's about all I have planned. I'm gonna probably look up some story-driven games, see what's up, see what's happening, because I don't have anything in my mind as of right now after The Walking Dead. So if you guys know of any that are, you know, like good 3-4 parts, that seems to be a really good, like, amount of time for channel or videos on my channel. So yeah, we'll see what goes on with playthroughs after that. And then live streams, like I said, everything that's been live streamed has been uploaded. So you guys know all the live streams that have happened. I've been putting my schedule, if I can, early in the week, saying what the rest of the week's schedules look like. Or stream schedule looks like on Twitch. So if you guys don't know, Twitch has like this little feed bar. It's like a status bar like on Facebook, and that's what I've been uploading my schedule on because it changes pretty much every week. And on top of that, it sometimes changes last minute and I don't expect it to, or you know, the day before, and in which case I will put a reply there to say what the update is. So if you guys are curious about live streams that I'm doing, go there and see. Otherwise, if you are excited for one particular one, I would say probably a few hours before or the day before, check to see if I've changed the time at all in the reply section of that status update. And that's when you'll know if it's still happening or not. Otherwise, Twitter is a great place to know if I'm gonna be live on time or if it's gonna be late or if it's changed. So both places should be updated because I don't know if people change their plans on me or whatnot. And so I'm just kind of guessing at this point, saying this is a tentative schedule. Here you go. The other thing is, since speaking about live streams, because I think I know that this Friday is going to be an art stream, hopefully. It may be switched to Saturday night, depending on when friends are free. And then Saturday during the day at noon, I plan on live streaming. I don't know what yet. It's going to be a game. I'm going to look through my games or some possible story-driven games that are around and see what might pique interest, maybe have a vote on Twitter. Otherwise, if my mom's really excited, we might do something together. But it's just all up in the air for right now. But speaking of live streaming, another point I wanted to bring up that's an exciting thing is, if you guys don't know, I am a Twitch affiliate, which is basically, it's like halfway to partner status. And it's not really a go through an approval process. It's automatic depending if you meet the requirements. And so whereas partnership, which I did apply for and I didn't get, is something that they actually go through and like look through your shit and make sure that this is someone that we want. Pretty sure the reason why I didn't was because I've maintained a consistent viewership, whereas they like to see increased viewership, especially with concurrent viewers, people who keep coming back, see how much you retain, how much people like to keep seeing you. And they don't count raids, stuff like that. And just yesterday, they announced for Twitch affiliates that they get subs now on Twitch. And I have the sub button. I saw it. I didn't see it. I had river check to see if I have it because some people were getting it and some people haven't yet. So I wasn't sure if I was one of them. I have it. There are no benefits yet. And that's because the only benefit of subscribing to moi, at least as of right now, would be one emote. Affiliates only are allowed one emote per tier, and you're allowed to have the $4.99, the $9.99, and the $25.99 tier. The problem with this is that apparently they're expected to have weeks of backlog of accepting Twitch emotes, which is what they do. They go through each one, make sure it's not like a dick or like a really inappropriate thing that people just spam across Twitch. So they make sure and prove that it's going to be okay. So I don't know what I'm going to do for that. I know for the first tier what that emote's going to be. But again, it's going to take a few weeks. So I understand if you guys want to hold off subscribing until there's actually an emote that goes with it. But as of right now, I got to figure out how. But I know you can link Twitch to Discord. And so any subs could get into Discord. And that's one of the benefits. On top of that, because Twitch takes a lot more revenue than GameWisp does, I was thinking about making, like, a lot, a surprising amount more. I was thinking about making the rewards for $9.99 and $25.99, if I even do it. I don't know if what I'm gonna do with the $25.99, because that's really high up, but at least the $9.99, I was thinking about making it. You can go to the private live streams it's cheaper on GameWisp, but I also see more of that. But if you do GameWisp, you don't get the emote, whereas on Twitch you would be. So basically, you're paying for private live streams, and then an emote is basically what the $9.99 would be. But that's the only thing I've thought of. I kind of don't know if I'm gonna do anything with the $25.99 one. And then with those, you get an additional emote space. I don't know if I'm gonna do it. But you have the first emote for $4.99, and then for $9.99 you get an emote, and $25.99 you get a third emote that you can use. So not only would you get 2 emotes, one that not everyone has, and then one that anyone who's subscribed has, then you'd also get private live streams, is what I'm thinking about doing. So it kind of evens out to GameWisp, just it's your preference on which one you would rather go with or spend money on. I hate talking about money, and I hate talking about, like, you get this if you do this, which, I mean, it's like buying something. It's basically buying something. But I do feel bad, and I don't want people to feel left out, but it's also how it works. So I may do, like, a poll of what you guys want to see for rewards for the Twitch subscriptions of the higher tiers. On top of that, I may talk about it in one of my streams where I just take note of chat and figure out what everyone's kind of feeling or liking. I'm pretty sure for a fact, I'm 99% sure that for my first emote, it's going to be Squiddy holding a heart. So that way, when someone donates, when someone subscribes or anything like that, people can flood the chat with that emote. And it's love, and just, it's a positive thing that builds the community together. And I like that a lot. And that way, if people don't have Squiddy as an emote, they can just spam the hearts of Twitch, which I'm totally okay with too. That's just showing love in general. I'm totally down for hearts showering chat. So that's probably what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I'm, like I said, gonna do the second and third tiers or what they will be. So, but those exist. So if you guys have been wondering, they exist, but it might just be a while before the emotes are accepted and actually able to be used. So I will let you guys know on Twitter as soon as they are, but yeah, in the meantime, I have to actually make it. So on Friday, I'm thinking during the art stream, I might as well make the emote and then get kind of, yeah, there we go. Friday, let's talk about it. If you guys want to talk about the tiers and higher tiers and what might be rewards or what seems appropriate or what should we do for emotes and shit like that, we could talk about it on Friday while I'm doing the emote for the base thing. Again, Friday may be moved to Saturday night. I'll put that on Twitter or Twitch depending on what's happening, but in the meantime, right now it's Friday at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time for the art stream. If you come in late, just ask what we've talked about and someone will sum it up, I'm sure, and you can put in your 2 cents as well. But yeah, let's talk about it then, and then I'll submit the emote up for verification and make sure it's okay, and then wait like 3 weeks until it's accepted. Especially since so many affiliates are probably like, emotes, check our emotes, and like Twitch is like, like freaking out because there's just way too much. So I understand they have a lot on their plate and they have to actually physically look at the emotes and make sure they're okay. So that's one exciting thing. The other exciting thing is that I got the new computer, all thanks to you guys. Like seriously, the fact that you guys were able to help me for half of the price helps so much. Like, you guys don't even know. I mean, it's a little over half the price, but I didn't want you guys paying for the whole computer when, like, that feels weird to me. Whereas I'm like, a little help would be awesome. And you guys not only helped a little, but you guys fucking helped the whole goal that I had. So thank you so much to everyone who's contributed. Thank you guys so much, because that meant a lot and that helped financially so much, especially since of course my computer decides to start freaking out when I've decided to try and make this more of a full-time job. I love it, you know, timing. So I'm slowly going to start transitioning to the new computer. I need to kind of plan that out because it all depends on when I'm streaming, and I don't want to accidentally have to cancel a stream because I'm still trying to figure out the computer. Same with uploading. There might be, just so you guys know, in the next week while I'm transitioning, there might be a day or two where I have only one upload just because I'm trying to juggle. I don't know. Assuming everything goes smoothly, though, it should only take a day or two to do the full transition. But right now, I'm moving everything from this computer onto an external hard drive so then I can move all of it onto the new computer when I'm done. Super complicated, but if you guys want to know which computer I got, I put a link in the description if you guys want to see what you helped with. And then also, I was going to do an unboxing and then realized it's just a tower and some cords and a keyboard and a mouse that I'm not going to be using. So, just, I don't know. And then I'm going to be like holding up a giant tower that's going to take up the whole screen. All the tower is white. So I'll take pictures and put it on Twitter when it's actually up and working and glowing the color that I choose because it's got a nice little fancy color thing going on. But of course I'm gonna make it green because right now my computer's black and red because I didn't have a choice in it, but this is white and I get a choice, so of course it's gonna be green. But that's pretty much what's going on with the computer issue. If you guys don't know and are like, what's wrong with your computer? I've had this computer for just over 4 years, and pretty much for a while now, every once in a while when I unplug my mic, it blue screens. I don't know why. If I put my foot on the ground and like create not a shock, I guess, I don't know, like ground myself in some way. It hasn't done it when I do that, but sometimes I forget and just unplug it and then it blue screens. And it wasn't doing that for a while. Like it used to do it a lot last year and then it kind of stopped doing it. And then it started doing it again this last month. And then I had an issue in the last 2 months of the longer my computer's on, the previews for icons where it says this is a JPEG, this is a Word doc, and especially for JPEGs you can kind of see a tiny preview of it so you know which picture it is, those would stop showing up. And then over time just my computer stopped thinking about every item that was on it. So like if I messed around with files too much, like put them and started editing them, or if I was recording or anything like that and it added more files, that made my computer freak out and made it go, there aren't files here, we don't know what you're talking about. And literally I couldn't see my files, like nothing was loading. So I don't know how to fix that. We tried everything we could think of, but it wasn't a memory issue because I have a terabyte free, and it wasn't a CPU usage thing because it was fine. It was like 15% steady, so I don't know why it was doing that, and it's still doing it every once in a while. And it's kind of worrisome because it may or may not mean that there's something going on with a failing anything. So I don't want to risk it. Like I just really don't, and I'm scared because it is an older computer, it is more out of date, and on top of that it's got so much important stuff on it that fuck it, let's just back everything up and then have everything moved to a new computer. On top of that, it is out of date. It is 4.5 years old. As more games start coming out, my computer's having harder time processing them. So like when I'm playing a game, OBS like freaks out. It's like high CPU usage, and then I have to like re-edit that out because all of a sudden my computer or my recording delayed sound, like, and literally there's a chunk of sound missing in my file that I can't get back, and I've been trying to be like, hey, sorry, sound issue here. I can't keep doing that, and what if it starts getting more drastic? Like, I can't risk that because I don't know what's happening until all of a sudden I look at the file and everything's desynced. So, and it desyncs a couple times throughout the recording. It's fun. And then half my USBs don't work, so I've been trying to work out of a USB hub, and it's super fun. So, and like I said, everything's kind of out of date, like the graphics card, and I don't have a solid state, which would be nice for things working a lot faster. I would save so much time if like videos rendered super fast, whereas right now they render about as long as the video is. So if it's an hour-long video, it's gonna take about an hour to render, whereas if I have something that's a lot faster, I actually save all that time and I'm able to get the videos done quicker so I can do art faster, stuff like that. So ultimately it is a better choice. And you guys made it less anxiety than it was already being, so thank you guys again so much. I cannot say thank you enough for that because it means so freaking much to me. It helps out so freaking much. So thank you guys, and I will be eternally grateful, seriously. And that's about all the updates I think I had, was uploading, stream schedule, and then Twitch subs and emotes and what's going on with this weekend, and then the computer. Yes, these are things I know. These are things that have happened. So I'm gonna go in like 5 minutes to go do yoga to try and do something for myself because I have a hard time remembering to do that and just, you know, nothing but work So I'm trying to do something for myself on the side, which I think is a really important thing for not only me, but to show you guys that I'm doing, because it's important for everyone to know to take time for themselves. There's that. And if you guys have any questions, comment below. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next Winning Wednesday playthrough or whatever it is you guys watch. So keep winning, guys. Bye.